Hey guys, it's Rob from R.S.KNIFEWORKS, and today we're shooting a new video on how to make a knife. Basically in a day, start to finish, run you through the whole process, from shaping it, drilling holes, laying grinds, heat treating it, finishing it totally out, doing the handles, everything. So, wish me luck. We're going to get to it. If you want to come over here, I'll show you what we're looking at for today. So basically I couldn't make up my mind last night, so this morning I came in, picked out a smaller version of this guy, and then figured, screw it, we'll go big. Made it a 7-inch blade, picked out some micarta, put it on some liner, glued it up, so now we're ready to rock and roll. So from here, we're going to take this, head over to the bandsaw, and start getting this thing cut out. Catch you in a bit, guys. Here we go. I have my handle material all laid out, which is just natural canvas micarta on black liner. And a good little tip to do is, when you've got your handle material and you've got only a certain amount of length, is just lay it on your handle and put a mark, so you know your handle can't be past that line when you draw it on. This way you don't overshoot your handle material and then you're kind of screwed. So I just drew that on, laid out where my grind was going to be so I didn't overshoot my handle onto my grind line, and marked out my 2 pinholes. So I'll take these over, center punch those real quick, and then drill those out, and then we'll drill the lightning holes just to lighten this tang up a little bit, and it also gives something for the epoxy to grab hold of straight through the blade. So you always want to do that in some form or fashion. Three holes, just eyeballed. I mean, they're actually pretty damn good for just eyeballing them, spacing wise. That'll do. So you look at them to get your spacing. What I do a lot is whatever size bit I'm using in here, I just go that distance across to the next one. And then I know when it sinks down to the depth I want it, I'm going to have about a 3/16 ridge in between each one. And that's it. Alright, so we are going to lay some grinds, man. This is my favorite time of day. Grind time.
I can feel that from here.
Oh yeah, it's friggin' hot now. So we're gonna let that heat up just a minute. Let it go to about 1500 degrees. I told you it was gonna beep at me. Oh, easy stress. Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, moment of truth. So this blade's normalized. I just ran it in through one heat cycle, let it cool down on its own. And now it's going to go in for the big heat. And I do this at, this is Nitro V. So I do this at 1950 for 20 minutes, and then plate quench with compressed air. There it is. She's in. There we go. All heat treated. Ugly duckling mode. That's that. Alright guys, so now we've got this thing out of heat treat. It's in ugly duckling mode. I've got my handles while we were waiting for the oven to come up to temp and get this blade done, and while it was in there heat, going through the heat cycle, I just traced the handles on here and got everything ready to start getting the handles done. So I'm going to take this piece over to the saw, zip it down on the line, and then start drilling my holes for the handles and get those all shaped out. There we go. We're halfway there. Man, I am covered in dust. There we go. I got it all traced out how I want the front of my handle to go. So now I just take it over the bandsaw, trim it off, and run it through the same bit of process you just saw me do with the rest of the profile. Alright, so there we go. We got two matching contoured handles.
That looks good.
Oh, that's good. Cool deal. Set that down. Alright, so this is just salt water. I mean, you can get special electrolyte and all that fun shit, but salt water works just as good. Etching pen. Positive goes on your blade. I have to kind of rub it around, make sure I've got a nice good contact. Negative goes on your marker. Helps if you turn your power. There we go. Bing.
Nice.
Now I'll take it upstairs and I'm going to blast this whole thing and it'll be all plain, clean slate. So I just took it down, or took it up rather, and blasted the blade after we etched the logo on there. Got it all cleaned up and ready for, we're going to throw it in some ferric chloride and then right into a black oxide coating. And black oxide the whole blade, then stonewash it, and then come back through and satin up all of our grinds. So this will have a nice two-tone blackout flats and satin grinds when it's all said and done. So we are getting there. Yeah, we got this. I'm gonna let that sit a couple minutes. This side. I'll show that. There we go, fresh out of the black oxide. It's all blacked up. Take it in the bathroom, wash it off, and we're going to stick it in the stone washer and shake it. Oop.
There it goes.
That's it. There it goes. Toss it in, shake it up. That's loud. See how it kind of looks like. Has all those little tiny scratches in it, like stone wash. Getting there. That onto the finer belt. Clean up all of our lines. There it is. Perfect. Alright, so we got our blade is all finished out. We did all the finish grinds on that. Now we're going to go ahead and buff these handles out real nice all around the perimeter and all around the contouring, and get them pinned onto the blade itself, and we're just about done. Some more light here. So what I'm doing now is just mixing up some epoxy. It's just equal parts resin and equal parts hardener. The trick with epoxy too is whenever you think you've got it mixed enough, mix it a little bit more. Just to make sure you got it all nice and spread out in there. I don't like to do a whole bunch up here, just kind of around the pin. This way it doesn't all ooze out onto the front of your blade, because that always sucks. Back here it doesn't matter because you can wipe it all off. So you squeeze that in, let it sit, and it'll smush a little bit of that epoxy out on you. That's what you want. There you go. Just let it kind of leach out a little bit and go all around the whole blade. And then at the end, I'll just clamp it right in there and let it dry out and do its thing. Pretty damn good. A little more using it. Let's see how we did. Good. Glued it to the friggin' vise. Did good. Just wipe off all the little excess. That's still wet up top. Alright, it's perfect time to get it. There you go. Alright. We got it all out, all glued up. Take it over the grinder and face these off. And just run it through the grits real quick, buff it up, throw an edge on, call this sucker done. That's it. Doesn't shave. I've got like no hair left on my arm. Yep, it shaves. That's it. We'll do one of these guys. Stay. Picture for anybody.